Welcome to ISE's Equity Index Weekly Outlook, a weekly outlook on ISE and other industry indexes, hosted by Patrick Ceresna, a derivative market specialist and investment manager with extensive expertise in options and the broader derivative markets. ISE trades options on more than 15 proprietary sector indexes, as well as broad-based indexes and a variety of licensed benchmarks. ISE continually enhances its trading systems and develops new index options products to provide investors with the best marketplace and investment tools to trade smarter.
Hello and welcome to the ISE Equity Index Outlook for January 5th, 2009. This is your host, Patrick Ceresna. First off, I want to take a look at the S&P 500 using the Spider Exchange Traded Fund symbol SPY, and we talked about the rising wedge formation that we've been developing since November, and we said a technical breakdown below the 84-85 level confirms a new downside move, and in fact that support level held in there. We never got any confirmation, and then we got 3 robust days of buying, even though it was done on very light volume. And at this stage I would continue to be skeptical about this rally until we see the price action for this week, because this week is when the heavy volume comes back in after the quiet holiday season, and new market moves usually come from there. So this may end up being a fake out if the selling comes in hard come Monday, Tuesday. But if in fact we have consolidations above this 90-92 area on Monday and Tuesday, it will open the window for follow through all the way up to the 99 to 101 area on the upside. So I can't stress the importance in the next few days to identify how this is going to play out. Next, I want to have a look at this ISE U.S. Regional Banks Index, which is the symbol JLO. And last week we were talking about the importance of that 2021 focal point and saying that a technical break below that level opens the window for a much stronger selling. In fact, that support level held very well, and we did get some upside follow through off that level, which is now approaching right into that 24-25 upper focal point. And this is very much going to probably play out and similar to the S&P 500 if the S&P 500 starts selling from here. This one will have a difficult time getting above that 24-25 level. But if we do have a robust follow through on the upside in these first few days, then this ISE Regional Bank Index could really make a push, maybe even up to the higher 27-28 area that we've been identifying over the last month. Next, I want to have a look at the ISE SINDEX, which is the symbol SIN, and this is an index of tobacco, distiller, and casino companies. And more or less, we were identifying that same rising wedge formation. And last week we said we really needed to see a breakdown below the 65-66 zone in order to open the window for more downside market on that broken wedge. We never had any technical breakdown, and 3 very strong price action days on the upside, which overcame that 69.71 focal point on the upside. At this stage, we're heading right into that 75-77 zone on the upside, and it'll be very interesting to see how it plays out over here. If we have consolidations that are holding above that 69.71 focal point, immediately opens the window for even a much stronger move that could go up into the 80s or even 90s on the upside. But really, we need to see where and how this consolidates in the upcoming week before making an official market call. Next, I want to have a look at the ISE Home Builders Index, which is the symbol RUF, and we've coming into some support levels at that 625, 675 area that we've been talking about for several weeks, and we've now seen some upside follow through, but the follow through is actually much weaker than we're seeing in other markets, which it's going to have a hard time getting back up to that 8.5 to 9 area if the broader market isn't having a robust rally. So watch this situation carefully. If we reject anywhere in the $7.5, $8 area and roll back down, it may open the window for a new round of selling in the Home Builder Index. So it's really important to see whether this has any follow through here or not. Next, I want to have a look at the ISE Natural Gas Index, which is the symbol FUM, and we're seeing some very interesting price action in this out of favor sector, and really we held that support levels down at the 60-62 level and immediately had a very robust price action rally up to the 75-80 focal point on the upside. Very trade ranged market, but at this stage, after numerous tests, it'll be very interesting to see whether or not we can muster muster up any strength to get above that 80 level. We're seeing a lot of turnarounds in broader commodity indices, and so it might be interesting to see whether this one in fact confirms a bottoming process with an upside break above $80. And finally, I want to have a look at the ISE Mini FTSE 100 Index, which is the symbol UKX. And this, we were talking about the last few weeks, that 420-430 focal point on the downside, how important it was for that support level to hold, because any technical break of that level opened the window for much stronger selling to retest those lower levels. The support levels held there and started a strong price action rally that rallied all the way into that focal point we've been talking about, that 455, 465 level. And even though we're right in that focal point, if for whatever reason we do have a little follow through, the natural measured move is all the way up in the 460 to 485, so there's still a little bit more room on the upside of this move if the broader markets are all rallying. But overall, if we see a rejection of markets, including the S&P 500 downside, we could see this one rejecting here back down to the 420 level. Thank you for joining me for the ISE Equity Index Options Outlook for January 5th, 2008. Look forward to seeing you online next week. Thank you.
Thank you for participating in this week's session. Please join us again next week. For more information about Patrick Ceresna and to sign up for free index options trade alerts, visit www.optionsource.net. To learn more about ISE index options, visit us at www.ise.com/indexoptions.